Hey, Chauncey, you want a depressing history minute?
Well, kinda, I guess. Maybe. Yes.
Well, you don't have a choice. You're getting
Okay.
one.
Yes.
So, with MLK Day coming up, I want to talk about COINTELPRO and the FBI's targeting of Martin Luther King Jr. So, basically, during the Red Scare of the 1950s, there was an FBI program to surveil, arrest, and deport communists run by J. Edgar Hoover. Much of the activity of this program was illegal. In fact, decades later, it was estimated that only 8% of what they did was legal. But for various reasons, there was no oversight. And in the 60s, they mostly switched to surveilling and harassing civil rights leaders, mainly Martin Luther King Jr. They wiretapped him and threatened to reveal evidence of his affairs to his wife unless he committed suicide using threatening anonymous letters. They also infiltrated the Black Panther Party and did their best to spark factional disputes within the Nation of Islam. An FBI memo from 1969, in fact, took credit for Malcolm X's assassination. Who knows? At least 29 Black Panthers were known to be killed by COINTELPRO, as well as other civil rights leaders like Fred Hampton and Elijah Clark. They arrested hundreds of Black activists, many of them on trumped-up charges. And after Watergate, the Senate started to investigate abuses of power in the FBI and CIA and discovered all of this stuff. And many of their activities came to light, although the documents that were revealed remain heavily redacted to this day, so we still don't know the full scope of what they were doing. And in the end, the Justice Department never prosecuted anyone involved. This has been a depressing history minute.
Yeah. It is depressing, but here's my question. Now,
Yes.
inevitably, there was a lot of racism involved in this.
Oh, sure.
But was the overall motivation, was there a motivation of racism or rebellion that was a good justification for this? Because look at the world we're living in. Look at the world we're living in today.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a touchy comparison, but when it comes to squashing rebellion, is there some okayness to this? It is depressing, but is it depressing? I mean, if it goes on today, would that be okay? I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, it's well known that, like, right now the government is surveilling any number of groups, Black Lives Matter on the left, but also certainly, like, all the people who were at the Capitol, for one thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I'm not talking about BLM. I'm not talking about BLM. Obviously, they're doing that if they were doing that,
Right.
I'm saying all these insurrectionists.
Yeah. To be fair, none of the people they were messing with ever got close to, like, attacking the Capitol.
Yeah. Might have been purely logistics, though.
Yeah. So a lot of this is sort of like, I mean, for one thing, it started with the Red Scare, right? So people were like, our entire government has been infiltrated by communists. We've got to get all the communists out of the country, blah, blah, blah. So, like, that was, that was sort of the justification by which this program started. And then, but a lot of it was kind of just J. Edgar Hoover's pet project.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, that guy was shady.
He wasn't great, no. And so he hated MLK and he hated the Black Panthers.
Now, did he hate blacks?
That probably, honestly, but with this, who knows? We can't interrogate the man. He's dead.
No, I'm just being like, was it known that he did? And don't get me wrong, I am in no way justifying any of this that went on. It was purely a conversation moving.
I get what you're going for, and certainly that's how they defended it. They defended it by saying, these were groups that were dangerous to dangerous to our ability to maintain a functioning society. And it's like, okay, which, like, I don't buy that justification, but, like, that's what they were saying.
Right. All right. Especially when that's what caused people to feel that way was basically the oppression of society and the government, so.
Right. I mean, they were trying to unravel the fabric of society, because the fabric of this society at the time included, Jim Crow.
Right.
So, like, it was a good thing to unravel that. But these guys were like, no, we have to have stability no matter what, kind of thing.
Well, you can't really talk about depressing parts of history without at least bringing up the question. I don't expect you to have the answer. I won't either. But the question is, how do we make sure that this doesn't happen again?
Honestly, I'll bet it's still happening.
Well, happens less. Let's say less.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for one thing, you got to actually have oversight on these agencies, which I don't know. I think that has actually improved a little since Watergate, but then again, you've also got, the war on terror type of stuff, and just giving a lot of broad powers back to law enforcement agencies to kind of do whatever. So I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm back and forth on this, because I think we've touched on this before, but maybe man needs to be controlled. Obviously we're willing to blow ourselves up at any turn, at any opportunity. Maybe we need, but unfortunately, if the answer is yes, man needs to be controlled, it can't be by another man, because
right.
Obviously man needs to be controlled. That guy can't do it.
So you're more in the angelic God King kind of category.
Well, I'm saying
a higher being to come down to earth and sort of
maybe
shepherd us.
Regardless of how you believe in religion, let's say you don't believe in any religion at all, maybe it's a necessary stepping stone to not destroying yourself in a culture.
Yeah. Well, Thomas Hobbes would agree with you.
Would he? I don't know. I don't read anything that doesn't have laser beams. Were there laser beams in Thomas Hobbes?
No, but his thing was called the Leviathan.
No, all right. That's good. That's good.
It wasn't about a sea monster, though. The Leviathan was the concept of government.
Oh.
Yeah. So disappointing. But I just brought that up to flex my nerdiness.
Right. There's a whole lot of nerds out there currently swooning, going, "Oh, she said it. I can't believe
it." Yeah. She remembered something from European history in high school.
Well, I'm really just here to make you look smart.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
All right. You've been listening to Radio Wasteland. Join us next time.